Hello everybody, welcome to Chalk Pretty Things. Tonight we're going to jump into fall. Are you ready for fall? Here's what we're going to do tonight, this beautiful Autumn Splendor transfer. We're going to do it with fall colors, and we are going to place it on this cool glass chalkboard. So I'm going to go ahead and dust it off. It looks a little dusty. I've never used this before. I know that glass, these transfers really like to stick to this glass pretty good. So we'll make sure we fuzz our transfers well. I'm going to dust this off, and I'm going to go ahead and pin our comment for tonight. The keyword is going to be Splendor, S-P-L-E-N-D-O-R, and that will get you the cart link to all the products I'm using tonight. Give me just a second to get that comment pinned, and we'll be on our way. Let's hope. Yep. Let's see. I wish there was a faster way to do this, but it always seems like it's a little clunky. Let's see. There it is. Now I can pin it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set my computer on the floor just so we have more space. I don't think I'll need it. So this is our reusable transfer, and they come in many different sizes. This is one of our larger sizes, but it still should be pretty easy to use. All you have to do is remove it out of this bag. I save this so that I can store it in there. And then you have to remove the transfer backer, which is this white piece. Usually I just peel away the green from the white, grab a corner, separate it, and you really want to make sure you keep this because this is how you store your transfer. These are reusable transfers between 8 and 12 times as long as you take good care of them and clean them, and storing them properly is one of the most important things you can do to make them last longer. This is a fuzzing cloth. You need to fuzz your transfers because they are sticky, and you want to temper that stickiness a little bit so they don't stick quite as hard, and it will stick to glass pretty firmly. So I'm just going to go over this a couple times. I'm really just adding a little bit of fuzz, lint, dust to this so it's not as sticky, which if it comes up easier, then it's not going to stretch out as much. So that's a good thing. If you don't have one of these fuzzing towels, you can use any towel. You can use your clothes, just fuzz it on your clothes to pick up a little bit of lint. Anything you think will just temper it a little bit. If you have this happen, it sticks to itself, just gently pull it apart. And if it's really, really bad, you're going to take it to the sink and run it under water while you gently pull. So I'm just going to go ahead and center this on my surface. I am excited to use this glass chalkboard. I think it's going to be pretty cool, but we'll see. Try to get it straight. Okay, and these are repositionable because they are sticky, but you can lift them and move them around. You want to make sure that you smooth it down around the silkscreen. These transfers have a silkscreen. It's the clear area that you can see through, and that's where your paste is going to go through. You want to make sure that you don't have any bubbles or air bubbles at all when you put it down, and I can feel one right there. So just kind of do it a little at a time. Rub it down. And actually for this big one, I have a brayer. I think I'm going to go ahead and run the brayer over it because I don't want any bubbles. This looks pretty good, except I do see something right there by the L. Oh, it's a string, guys. It's a little string. So when I fuzzed, I picked up a string. Put it down pretty gently. Smooth out all those air bubbles. Okay, we're good to go. Now what we're using tonight is called the Fall Palette Pack. That's what I put in the cart for you guys. So it's a bunch of fall colors. And yours will come in the small individual little packets. What I have are the larger jars, but these are the same colors that I put in the cart link tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and use those. what I'm thinking is that I will do the word autumn. And what do I do? I'm going to do it in this Harvest, Shimmer Harvest. So the Shimmer Harvest is one of our shimmers, and it has a little bit of shimmer in there, which makes it really, really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of my squeegees. It's made out of silicone. I'm going to dip it in my paste. You guys see how creamy that is? The shimmers are always so nice. And I'm just going to kind of apply it just to the words that I want the paste to be in this Harvest, Shimmer Harvest color. So all these letters. And I'm just going to kind of move them around, spread it like butter, and we're going to cover all the silkscreen area. As you jump on tonight, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to welcome you in. Feel free to ask any questions as you're on. And the keyword tonight is Splendor. Autumn Splendor is what we're doing tonight. So this is so easy to do, guys. Very peaceful, calming, relaxing. And once again, you're only putting it where you want it to go. This paste is non-toxic, water-based, so it makes cleanup easy. And it does dry fairly quickly. When you're done with your project, the project will be semi-permanent, which means that while you can definitely scrape the paste off, it should be good for dry dusting, and it shouldn't come off unless you actually work at it. But it's not permanent as in like acrylic paint or anything unless you actually treat it with a spray, a sealant, and you make it permanent. So it's called a semi-permanent finish. And as I go over these letters, I'm trying to kind of even out the paste so that it doesn't leave any brush marks or squeegee marks in this case. And it kind of goes really quickly. It doesn't need a whole lot of paste. It just goes on pretty smoothly. Like I said, it's very relaxing, just like spreading butter on a piece of toast. Now, since this does dry very quickly, I am going to go ahead and do what's called a paste and lift on this, which means I'm going to paste certain parts of this, and as I finish that color up, I'm going to lift it so that it releases the paste from the silk screen. If the paste dries in the silk screen, when you go to lift it up, it will dry in the silk screen and it will come up with the silk screen and will not stay with the surface below. So I'm going to go ahead and lift this up in just 1 second, and we'll see what we have. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Put any excess paste back in your jar. I'm going to go ahead and lift this up. And I'm not going to lift it all the way up. I'm just going to lift parts of it up so that I can put it back down. Oh, finish chalking. Now I do see that this Y is missing a little tiny, it could have a repair. So if you lift it up slowly, you can repair anything that's missing or didn't get good coverage. Oh man, I am just loving this. You guys. I'm gonna stop right there so I can put it back down. It is just awesome. I see a couple spots I'll miss right there, but I can do those in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and dry this before I put it back down. And we're gonna do other colors. So I've got my little heat tool. I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna heat it up. So tell me about your day today. What did you do that was fun? Did you go out to lunch? Did you work really hard? Or did you have a good dinner? Oh, you guys, this is, I really like it on this glass too. It looks three-dimensional almost. So I do have a fan on up ahead, so I know that this is going to dry out even faster. Not quite dry. And I really do want it to be dry so that when I put this transfer back down, it doesn't mess with what's already down because it looks so pretty. And this is wonderful, guys. I love this. Okay, I'm just going to kind of see how it looks. I'm going to see if I can put this down easily, and I should be able to. I should be able just to lay it right back down. And I'm not going to press on any of the areas that I already chalked, except I do want to kind of redo this M and this, let's see if that's right, the M, yeah, parts of the M. So let me put that down and make sure it's good. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little more paste to this M right here and the M right there. And then I am going to start my other colors. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. And I do want to re-smooth, make sure that all my areas around my silk screen are down so that I don't have any bleeding. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth all the areas that I just pulled up, but I'm not going to smooth any of the areas that I just pasted. Does that make sense? I hope so. So now we can start with the fun, with the color of the leaves. And I'm kind of torn between doing like a hot mess or just solid colors. Okay, I think I'm going to get my pesto green. And let's do some of these leaves. The ones that look like they would be on a tree. So pesto green, this is what it looks like. Oh, it looks like my shirt. Pesto green. Oh, and I see an air bubble right there. So before I even start, I'm going to get that down. Okay. Okay, I'm going to peel those up. Beautiful. I have a little spear right there, and that's okay because that's going to scrape right off, especially off this glass. Get my drawing tool. Dry this up a little bit. Have you guys ever tried chalk couture before? I do have some sample kits that are really inexpensive. If you'd like for me to send one out to you, just go ahead and comment. Well, send me a message. Send me a message and I can send one out to you for you to try. They're really cute on the chalk suede tags, and they'd be a great learning experience to see if you like them. So they're the sample kits. Just send me a message and I'll send you out. They're available on my VIP page as well. So to become a member of my free VIP page, just type in the word VIP and I'll let you in as soon as I'm off this live, and you can have access to my specials. That's where all my specials are posted in my VIP group. So that's where you want to look. Okay, so now I've got some guava and I've got some camel. Now let's try the copper. Let's do guava and copper. So here's my copper. It's a shimmer, and here's my guava. I'm just going to get a couple small squeegees, and I'm just going to kind of, I think I'm just going to do the hot mess technique. Let's just kind of dot this on. And I'll go back and touch up what I need to touch up. That's my copper. Then I'm going to get another squeegee for my guava. Now, when you're mixing colors, you won't be able to put your colors back in your jar. So whatever you put on, just know that you're gonna have to wipe it off and not reuse it because you can't mix your colors in your jar. So a little bit of this. I wonder if I should add some camel. Let's see, maybe. Let's try some camel too, just a little dot. Little dot here and there. And then we're gonna kind of just mash it all together. Okay, you guys ready? We're just gonna kind of blend it together. I'm just gonna go up here and kind of blend it. And I just got a berry that I didn't mean to get. That's okay. Just kind of mix the colors. So it's almost like a gradient effect. And then I'm going to go through and finish my leaves and my berries. Hey, how are you, Margaret? It's good to see you, or talk with you at least. We're doing a little bit of autumn splendor, and I do have some air bubbles in this one, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so this was the paste that I said I can't put back in because I kind of blended it. So we're going to go ahead and pop this up a little bit. And, oops, I'm a little messy. We'll see what it looks like. Ooh. Oh. I forgot to do a couple leaves in the middle. Can you believe that? I started to do them, but I didn't finish them. I wanted to go back over this one a little bit. I think the paste is starting to dry, and so we'll go back over it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, pretty. Oh man. Okay, I need to redo some of this down here. It started dry. So I'm going to push that paste through. $65 yards a week, Margaret? That is a lot. Oh, I wouldn't even know how to keep track of that. And that's a lot of physical activity. A lot. I did ours this week and it was enough. Oh, that looks nice. I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit on this leaf here because it's got some paint, and also right here, but it's gonna come right off because of this glass. Are you ready for fall, Margaret? Have you been decorating yet? I haven't because it's still so darn hot, but I'm ready. I am ready. Are you getting fall temperatures where you are, Margaret? So is it at least cooler for you to work outside? I hope so. Okay, so we have a little bit of a clamp right here. And like I said, this is glass, so I can just clean this up just by scraping it off. And actually, I think I'm gonna take off this little berry because I want it to be red. So I'm gonna take it off. And I'm just gonna get a paper towel to clean it up. So you're not ready. You're the weed eater person, yeah. Yeah, that's hard. It's hard work. Very hard work. Hard work. I did weeds one day this week. I just sprayed. And I'm waiting for them to die. Of course, as soon as I sprayed them, it rained really heavy. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but we'll see. I hope I don't have to go and do them all again. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and smooth around these little berries that are around and the leaves that I haven't chalked yet. And we're gonna go ahead and paste those. Cover them up with paste. Try to make sure you get all the edges down so that your paste doesn't bleed. I know it's hard to reposition once you lift a couple times, but just make sure it doesn't lift. So I'm gonna do my green leaves down here. Got a little bubble there. So it's real important not to have those air bubbles because the paste can actually run and not give you that clean, crisp effect that you want. But with this glass, I'm sure that we can fix anything. We can scrape anything right off and fix it. I think this transfer is great. There's so many different things you can do with it. You can put it on just a canvas. You can put it on a wood background. You can make a sign. You can put it on a tray and put that on your walls. What else could you do? I'm gonna get my berry real quick. So many things, just about anything that you would want, you could do with this. Now I have a squeegee here that I cut in half, a mini squeegee, and it's gonna be perfect for like my berries here. I'm just gonna do the whole thing, stem and berry, in this color here, which is Currant Jam. Currant Jam is the color. Now in the shopping cart, it's gonna give you the paste packs. So they're just individual packets. They're really easy to use, but make sure you only squeeze out a little bit at a time because you can't put it back in the packet. But you can seal up the remainder of your packet and use those again. So you just go ahead and fold over the tops and you either tape it shut so that the air doesn't get to it. And you can reuse them. I just store them in a paper bag. I seal them up and I put them in a baggie all together with my other colors. And then I seal it up. Now I also have these little, a few little leaves. There's another dot right there. Whoops, I just threw that squeegee in there. And I'm not sure what color I want those to be. Maybe I'll make those the camel. Let's make them camel just because we haven't done much to show off the camel color. Hi Velma, how are you? So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I think I've got everything. You guys see anything I've missed? I don't know if you can even see, but here's what it looks like right now. This is heavy. Oops. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peel it down. And you always wanna kind of peel from the middle if you can, so you don't stretch out your transfer. Oh my gosh, guys. From what I see from this angle, it looks good. Can you guys see that? Let me turn off my ring light so you guys can see without the blur. Here it is. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, I love it. I like this glass chalkboard. I think it's awesome. You know, Margaret, I haven't sold much. I've gone to a couple vendor events and sold some, but it's, you know, they were outdoor events and it's hot. It's hot here. So I was waiting for fall to come, and then I was going to make a big push to go to some of those vendor events, farmer market type deals to sell them. Man, I love this. Thank you, Margaret. I think it's beautiful too. Look at those colors. So like I said, I do have a touch up like on this leaf, but it's going to scrape right off. Man, give it a heart if you love it as much as I do. I think this is one of my favorite ones yet. I've got a couple favorites that I really, really love, and I love how this one came out. I may have to get another one of these glass chalkboards just because I don't want to erase this one quite yet. I love it. Well, if you want any information about anything Chalk Couture, let me know. You can type in the word info in the comments if you want, and it'll send you a message to your Facebook Messenger. You can type in club if you want information about our club. We have a couple more days of the August club. And you can type in the word Splendor if you want the cart link for this. It'll give you everything that I used. And actually, this was a really nice one because you're using the pallet pack of paste. So it's just one cost instead of buying a whole bunch of jars. You just get a pallet pack. And it's a lot less expensive that way. So it lets you try it out. Thank you so much, Margaret. So I did get some chalk on my frame, but it looks like everything is cleaning up really easily on this. Man, I really love it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be back on tomorrow night. Tomorrow I'm going to try to go on earlier too sometimes if I can, but it seems like I'm always a last minute person. Thank you so much for watching and joining me with this live. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'll let you know what I know, and I'll pass along any tips I have. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.